Vouchsafe a word, young sister, but one word.
What is your will?
Won't you dispense with your leisure? I would by and by have some discourse with you. The satisfaction I would require is likewise to your own benefit.
I have no superfluous leisure. This day must be stolen out of other affairs, but I will attend you a while.
Son, I have overheard what hath passed between you and your sister. Angelo never had purpose to corrupt her, only he hath made essay of her virtue to test his judgment with the nature of dispositions. She, having the truth of honor in her, hath given him that most gracious denial that he is most glad to receive. I am confessor to Angelo, know this to be true. Therefore, prepare yourself for death. Tomorrow you must die. Go to your knees and make ready.
Let me ask my sister pardon. I am so out of love with life that I will soon be rid of it.
Hold you there. Farewell. The hand that hath made you fair hath made you good. That goodness which is chief in beauty makes beauty brief and goodness with grace, being the soul of your complexion. So keep the body of it ever fair. The assault Angelo hath made to you, fortune hath conveyed to my understanding, and that frailty has examples for its faults. I should wonder at Angelo. How will you do to contempt this substitute and save your brother?
I am now going to resolve him. I had rather my brother die by the law than my son should be unlawfully born. But oh, how much is the good Duke deceived in Angelo? If ever he return and I can have a chance to speak to him, I will open my lips in vain or discover his government.
Well, that shall not be much amiss. But as the matter now stands, he shall avoid your accusations. He made trial of you only. Therefore, fasten your ear on my good advisement. To the love I have of doing good, a remedy presents itself. I do make myself believe that you may most righteously do a poor wronged lady a merited benefit, redeem your brother from angry law, and much please the absent Duke, should he peradventure return to have hearing of this.
Let me hear you speak further. I have spirit to do anything that appears not foul in the truth of my spirit.
Have you not heard tell of Mariana, the sister of the great soldier Frederick, who was lost at sea?
I have heard of the lady, and good words went with her name.
She was to marry this Angelo, affianced to him by oath, and the nuptial appointed. Between which time of the contract and the limit of the solemnity, her poor brother was lost at sea, having in that perished vessel the dowry of his sister. But mark how this befell the poor woman. There she lost a noble and renowned brother, and his love towards her ever most kind and natural. With him, the portion and sinew of her fortune, her marriage dowry. With both, her competent husband, this well-seeming Angelo.
Must be so. Did Angelo so leave her?
He left her in tears, and washed not one of them with his comfort. Swallowed his vows whole, pretending in her discoveries of dishonor. In brief, bestowed her upon her own lamentation, which she yet wears for his sake. And he, a marvel to her tears, is washed with them, but relents not.
What a merit were it in death to take this poor maid from the world. What corruption in this life that it allows this man to live. But how out of this can she avail?
It is a rupture you may easily heal, the cure of which not only saves your brother, but defends you from dishonor in doing it.
Show me how, good father.
Well, this forenamed maid hath yet within her the continuance of her first affection. His unjust unkindness that in all reason should have quenched her love, hath, like an impediment in the current, made it more violent and unruly. Speak to Angelo. Answer his requirements with plausible obedience. Agree to his demands up to the point. Only refer yourself to this advantage, that your stay with him may not be long, that the time shall have all shadow and silence, and that the place shall answer to convenience. This being granted, and now all follows, we shall have this wrong maid set up your appointment. Go in your place. If the encounter acknowledge itself hereafter, it may compel him to her recompense. And here, by this, is your brother saved, the poor Mariana advantage, your own honor untainted, and the corrupt deputy scathed. If you think well to carry this as you may, the doubleness of the benefit defends the deceit from reproof. What think you of it?
The image of it gives me content already, and I trust it will grow to most prosperous perfection.
Much lies in your bearing up. Speed you to Angelo. If for this night he entreat you to his bed, give him promise of satisfaction. I will to St. Clair's. There resides this dejected Mariana. At that place call upon me, and dispatch with Angelo that it may be hasty.
Thank you for this comfort. Fare you well, good father.